This episode, boys. Oh my god, this episode. I just finished watching this episode. Like, I legit just stopped it like less than a minute ago. Bruh. This fucking episode, man. Oh my god, this episode of Boku, Academia, boy, this shit right here, this episode, okay, is so fucking hype. Oh my god, dude. Like, there's so many points of this episode where I was just jumping, I was just shaking, I was like, oh my god, this is so fucking good. But that final scene, that, like, jaw-dropping scene of what Izuku does when he fucking punches straight the fuck up. You see all the fucking floors just shatter and blow apart. And then you have it where Ochiko, she gets the actual bomb. She touches it and retrieves it. I'm like, bro. And when you see Izuku's impact, he blocked Bakugou's fucking explosion with his fucking hand, his arm. Oh. He blocked Bakugou's explosion with his bare fucking arm, dude. And then he broke his other arm. Yo. Oh my god, that looks so much better than the manga. Oh my god, and the music. Oh, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me fucking started. Don't even get me started. Oh my god. Ooh. This episode showcased Bakugou's character so much better. Like, it grasped his character better than the manga. Oh, hell of a lot better. Like, oh my god. The way his character was done in this, oh my god, it blew me away because right at the start of the episode, like, to dive into it, let me kind of push aside a little bit of my hype, okay? I'm sorry, I just finished the episode, like, literally 2 to 3 minutes ago, so just forgive me, okay? Anyways, the beginning of this episode, or majority of this episode, about 99% of this episode, besides, the Izuku stuff, majority of this episode was showcasing Bakugou's character. For instance, giving him characterization. We all know what kind of personality Bakugou had, or how he treated Izuku, but we didn't get the entire viewpoint on Bakugou, like, what type of person really is he? And we finally got that with this episode. Like, about 50% of the episode is kind of showcasing how stubborn or self-centered Bakugou is, how much he cares for himself and doesn't really care for others, or how he thinks he's better than everyone else. And throughout majority of the episode, many anime-onlys are most likely thinking, like, this dude is very simple-minded, he's an asshole, he has a rotten personality, which, that's kind of the exact same things I would say about Bakugou. But after when the second half comes in, you realize that there's something else to Bakugou. Bakugou has a different trait to his character. He's not necessarily stupid and simple-minded. I mean, he's simple-minded to certain things, but he is not stupid. Let me explain. See, in the beginning of the fight, it seemed like he just had so much rage he wasn't thinking straight. That's exactly the way it looked. It looked like he was just so fucking angry, he was worked up, and he was just wanting to come after Izuku and beat the fucking shit out of him. That's exactly the way it looked from the outside perspective. But as we got to see more of his character kind of reveal itself to us, we got to see what type of person he is. He is angry, he's pissed off, but he has a mind, a very sharp mind at that. Because, let me explain, there was key signs of this, and anime-onlys might have missed this, but I want to point this out. Now, Izuku, the only reason why he got kind of the upper hand on Bakugou was because he has been watching Bakugou for a very long time. We know, Izuku, he's been writing down different notes in his different journals for a very long time. He's been watching Bakugou for a very long time. He knows a lot about his quirk, how it works. And, Bakugou goes out of his way to say, like, you know how my, quirk works, you know, how I store it up in my sweat and all that with the nitroglycerin. And he's like, I have this costume, it allows me to actually expand upon my quirk abilities, it allows me to have a further range, and we get to see this. But Bakugou pretty much says, like, I know you're pretty much using me, I know you're kind of knowing what I was going to do next with my right swing, because we see Izuku in the fight, he knows what Bakugou is going to do, he knows what he's going to come in with his right swing and all that, he knows how he's going to react, and Izuku is using this against Bakugou. Now, in the second half of the episode, Bakugou actually managed to kind of catch on to that. He's like, wait a minute, he knows what I'm doing. And in the middle of the fight, when you see Bakugou start using his outfit, he actually uses the information Izuku has on him against Izuku. Like, he's like, oh, my trusty right hand, and when he hits him on the side and all that, he knew that Izuku was watching his movement, so that's why Bakugou said that. So what I'm getting at is Bakugou, even though he looked like he was absolutely crazy and he lost his marbles, he knew what he was doing, and he was actually thinking how to beat Izuku with strategy, not just being a brute and just wham, wham, wham. He was actually thinking. So, what this means is Bakugou is not a dumb character. He's not all bronze. He actually has a fucking brain. He actually thinks. He knows what he's doing. So, the way he was fighting, like when you see how he rotates himself in the middle of combat, like when he uses his explosion quirk, and you see him move all the way in a, like, you know, around in a circle, that was badass. Like, oh my god. Like, I have to say, when I read the manga, I gotta be real here. I will straight up be honest, not even gonna lie to any of you. When I read the manga, I did not even fucking remember that. I did not even remember something like that happened. I remember the fighting and stuff like that, but I did not remember Bakugou, like, rotating and shit with his fire. It's been a long time since I've seen that chapter, but I did not remember that. And seeing that shit animated as he was rotating and all that, I'm like, bro, that is just so badass. And then how he changes his trajectory in the mid-air while he's, like, using his explosion as a smoke screen, and then he uses it again to hit Izuku on the back. That was just so fucking epic, dude. I love the fighting in this episode. Like, oh my god. The amount of strategy and tactics going on in this episode just blew my fucking mind. Oh my god. Just seeing it in the anime and seeing how this was not removed. 10 points added to the series. Like, plus 10, plus 10, plus 10, plus 10. 10 out of 10 episode. Like, I'm sorry. I gotta say that. Oh my god, dude. And then, oh my god, that's not just it either. I mean, besides what was going on with Izuku and all that, with him taking a hit to the fucking arm and saying, I will surpass you, and he's standing up for himself, he's like, I'm no longer going to be in your shadow, I'm going to be trying to surpass you, I'm going to win, but he acknowledges he cannot beat Bakugou in a one-on-one. That was some beautiful characterization and development for Izuku right there. Oh my god, that was amazing. And then All Might in his internal struggle to stop the match, but he was allowing Izuku to develop and allowing him to seek out what he wanted to accomplish. And then Ochiko and what she was doing as well, along with Ida. Oh my god, that entire moment right there, that was very funny. I like Ida, by the way. I was laughing my ass off to Ida when he was acting all evil and stuff. Like, I gotta be real here. Ida, seeing him animated with his voice actor and seeing him acting like a villain, I couldn't help but laugh my ass off. I'm sorry. I was laughing my ass off at that part because, well, I remember reading that and then thinking back on it, and then now seeing it in the anime, I'm just like, bro, just seeing Ida laughing like a villain like that, all evil and faking, and I'm like, bro, that's just so... that's funny as fuck. It's really funny. And then Ochiko, the way she was fighting Ida and all that, and she was like floating. It's just very cute. Very cute Ochiko in this episode. So, overall, this episode of My Hero Academia, or Boku no Hero Academia, oh, it blew me away, dude. It straight up blew me away. Like, that scene with the fighting, Bakugou versus Izuku, that was so hype. That was so fucking hype. That's going to be hard to beat, but I'm going to tell you right now, anime only. So you're not ready for what's going to happen later on. I mean, if the opening says anything, we're going to have a very epic conclusion to this season. We're on episode 7, actually. You know, it's hard to believe. Can you believe we're already on episode 7 of Boku no Hero Academia? And, I got to ask the manga readers right now. Manga readers, I mean, You're like me. Can you believe we're already on the 7th episode and the pacing is this good? Like, can you even believe that right now? Like, did you ever dream when we had the announcement for the anime of Boku no Hero Academia that it would be this good? Think about that. I mean, I remember when I was talking about it a while back, I was having my doubts, I was worried. Honestly, I was really fucking worried for this series. I was really worried. Now, I'm gonna say right now, there is still a possibility it could be fucked up, but, you know, from what I've seen from these past 7 episodes, it's been fucking amazing. But still, I mean, I was really worried. I really was. And now seeing these past 7 episodes, like, I don't know why I'd ever doubted to begin with. I shouldn't have doubted Studio Bones. They're doing such a good job on this series. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, it was just hype-inducing. That's exactly what it was. Let me know your thoughts. Anime onlys, how'd you feel about Bakugou versus Izuku? Was that an epic fight? Because if you think that's an epic fight, you haven't seen what's to come. I'll tell you right now, what's to come in the future, it's going to be amazing. This is just the tip of the iceberg. So you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.